Are you a parent with a passion for guitars and wish your kid could play one too? If you're watching this video, then I bet your answer is yes. But then, where do you start? You might have little to no knowledge of guitars, and squeezing a guitar class into your schedule right now would be a mess. So stick around, because today we're going to share with you 5 tips for teaching your child to play guitar. Get your kid a decent instrument. A journey always begins with a step. In learning to play guitar, the first thing to do is get a guitar for your kid. Not only is this an essential step, but it would also help in encouraging your kid to adopt the instrument and play with it anytime they want to. Now, it isn't just about getting a guitar. I mean, you could walk into any guitar store and still get ripped off with the instrument you buy. The strings and chords could be annoying. They may be old and rusty, and trust me, nothing will discourage your kid faster than using a rusty instrument that is difficult or impossible to play. While buying such a guitar may seem cheaper and more affordable at the time, you're basically throwing money away because your child may not be able to use the guitar in a month, either because it doesn't sound pleasant to the ears or the strings pull off regularly. Getting a new guitar isn't extremely expensive. In fact, there are decent beginner guitars out there with top-notch quality that are equally affordable for around $200. If you're not sure of what brand to go for, you can try Yamaha or Ibanez. These brands make great beginners guitars. Don't forget to drop a compliment or two about the guitar to your kid and compliment their progress while playing the new instrument. It will encourage them to put their new instrument to use and discover the beautiful sounds they can create. Teach your kid good form. Now you've got your kid a decent instrument, and you can't wait to begin your guitar classes with them, but you can't help but ask yourself, where do I start? Well, teaching your kid the proper form is a great place to start. You just don't pick up a guitar and start pulling strings. If you're not positioned properly, you'll only make unpleasant sounds from the guitar. It's safe to say that holding the guitar in a good posture is one of the most important things a beginner needs to learn when playing the guitar. You could teach them a good sitting position. All they have to do is sit on a chair with both feet on the floor and their back straight against the chair, with the waist of the guitar on their right leg. The back of the guitar should be pressed against their stomach and chest, and voila, they have the proper sitting position to play. But having a great posture for playing the guitar goes beyond just sitting on a chair. Here are some other positions you should consider teaching your child. You have the hands placement position. The right hand is the strumming hand, while the left hand is the fretting hand. The thumb of their fretting hand should rest behind the neck of the guitar, with the neck of the guitar between their 2 fingers. After that, they use the tip of their fingers to press down the strings and place them as close to the fret as possible. Now for the strumming hand. The right posture is to rest the upper arm on the upper part of the guitar, while their hands float comfortably above the sound hole. Pretty easy, right? But your kids won't know this if you don't teach them. Now, the most important thing you should know about teaching your kids good posture while playing the guitar is the posture to prevent injuries. All they have to do is keep their back straight and relax their spine, neck, and shoulders to make them align. They must also avoid or release any tension in the arms, wrist, hands, and fingers. Also, whenever they complain about any pains, you should listen and have them take breaks at intervals. This whole process may seem boring to your child, but I assure you, it's necessary in order for them to play well as they advance. Also, once they're hurting, it would be pretty difficult to get them to do anything else. Start with simple notes and basic scales. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The moment when your kid creates actual music from their guitar. How do you get here, you asked? How do you get here, you asked? Simple. All you have to do is teach them simple notes and basic scales. Guitar scales are important to learn because they are a foundation for all lead guitar work and make it easy for you to craft out melodious single notes. Now, there are a lot of guitar scales, so choosing a scale to start with can sometimes be confusing. Well, here's an easy way out. For beginners, the best scale to learn is the minor pentatonic scale. The minor pentatonic scale can be used in many types of music, but it's really good for rock music, and after learning this, you can easily learn the blues scale by adding a few notes. It won't take a while before you have your own little rock star playing melodies around the house. Teach your kids simple chord progression. Now that you've taken the first step and you are pretty confident that your kid is ready to move ahead in their guitar lessons, you can turn it up a notch by introducing a chord progression into your kid's learning schedule. But remember, while teaching your kids how to play chords, don't aim for more than 2 chords in one lesson because they may not be comfortable moving their fingers between those 2 chords yet. What you do not want to do is push them to past their limits. Learning to play the guitar can be tasking and frustrating. Just like the scales, there are several chords that your kids can learn. But before I tell you the chords to teach your kids, I'll tell you the chords you shouldn't teach them. The bar chord is a no-go area for beginners. In fact, there is no such thing as bar chord for beginners because one lesson alone is as hard as walking bare feet in a field of roses with angry thorns. Trust me, you do not want to put your kids through all of that. Anyway, if you're looking for a more appropriate chord to teach your kid, you should work out the A major. The A major is an easy chord to start with since the entire chord is located on the 2nd fret. All your kids need to do is free up their other fingers to mix it up, then put their fingers on the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, all on that 2nd fret. It's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. Another simple chord you can add to their routine is the C major, and this is good because, for some weird reason, C major is one of the most widely used guitar chords among guitarists. The chord is a delicate combination of your basic C, E, and G notes. Your 2nd and 3rd fingers will align along a slanted pattern to achieve the chord. It may seem a bit rigid on the fingers in the beginning, but they'll get used to it in no time. Introduce your kids to good music. It may sound weird, but it's true. You need to give them a source of inspiration. It has been proven that kids tend to enjoy the music of their parents, especially at younger ages. So what you need to do is make a cool playlist for your kids, especially one with rock music that would inspire them to explore their art. You would be surprised how this would help improve their skills with the guitar, as well as their passion. Here's a bonus tip that will help you out while teaching your child to play the guitar. Take lessons too. You don't particularly have music teacher written on your CV now, do you? I guess not. Not only would it be great for you to help your child learn better, but it would also help you and your child bond. You see, taking training lessons with your child creates a safe space for them. That way, they feel motivated and encouraged, all the while having a fun bonding experience with you. The beginning stage of learning an instrument has been proven to be the hardest part. However, if you go through it with your child, it could make it easier for your child to learn. So, try taking some guitar lessons too. Have you tried any of these tips while teaching your child to play guitar? Or do you have any tips that you would like to share with us? Let us know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for this channel. We have lots of exciting content coming up for you.